welcome to another episode of the Liberator podcast. I'm here with Russell Hunter, as usual. No James Silberman. He is off doing important things. If you follow his Facebook, you already know what that is, I guess.
Yeah.
He got engaged.
Yay, James.
Amazing.
Yeah. Now, replacing James, we have 5 people.
Mm-hmm. Very nice.
No, this is the episode wherein we crammed all of the 2022 interns into the studio office with us.
We have a title.
So we have a title?
The episode wherein we crammed all of the interns into the studio office with us.
Yeah, put it here.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going to do that.
Yes, we crammed them in here because we wanted everybody to get to know them to some degree. You're not going to get to know them as well as we got to know them.
Yeah.
Which is...
Nor do they want to. Just kidding.
I was going to say, which is your loss.
They're lovely people. They're
lovely people.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get to them. Let's go around the horn here and introduce everybody in the world.
Names
to you
starting
guys.
here.
My name is Natalie Sims, and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
My name is Aurora Wolf, and I'm from Tahlequah, Oklahoma.
My name is Kim Fry, and I'm from Moore, Oklahoma.
My name is Karina Rodriguez, and I'm from New York.
My name is Gabriel Sawyer, and I am from Guthrie, Oklahoma.
Nice.
3 Oklahomans.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oklahomans always win.
Mm-hmm. And with only 2 mics, they did all that. That's amazing.
That's really good, you guys.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyways.
Sorry, that was lame.
Okay. How did you become an abolitionist? Let's hear from Natalie. How about? How did you become an abolitionist?
I think this is breaking again.
Don't worry.
Well, my dad has been an abolitionist for a long time, and I guess it really clicked for me when I went in 2020 to the HB 896 hearing in Texas, and we spoke on the bill to abolish abortion, and seeing firsthand pro-lifers kill the bill that would save all of those children, that would end abortion in Texas, seeing pro-lifers kill that, and then realizing that it's incrementalism, partiality is against God and against the Bible, and that's what pro-life is. Mm-hmm. So just seeing that abolition is gospel-centered and it's biblical, and it clicked.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And you said your dad was an abolitionist before, your parents were carting the whole family to abolitionist things. Was that the first thing you went to, or was that the first thing where it clicked?
That was the first thing the abolitionist thing we actually went to. But my dad had been calling himself an abolitionist for prior years. He just didn't know how to get involved with the actual movement.
Oh,
so
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, for people who don't know, the Sims family, I mean, we had Natalie here with us, but we've had the Sims with us for lots of things in lots of ways. So the Lord has blessed the abolitionist movement with your family. Mm-hmm. So it's been good to have at least one of you here. We'll take the rest.
Okay, I'll
next
sign
summer.
up. Yeah, they want to come.
Yeah, sign them all up.
Yeah.
All right, someone else. How did someone else become an abolitionist? Who's the newest abolitionist in the room? You guys in the middle? Okay, one
of the K's.
One of the K's.
Yeah, let's hear
Yes,
from
me.
Gabriel puts
ahead,
that
Karina.
mic right in your face.
Yeah, so for me, it was more I was doing anti-abortion work already in New York, and then Anastasia told me about a podcast. And
Who's James's fiance?
Yes. Ha ha ha.
She's a real life person, folks. Actually exists.
I'm glad you're making that joke about James for once.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's usually about you. I'm still not sure on yours,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
So,
anyway,
yes.
Karina.
So she was like, "Hey, you should watch this podcast." She sent it to me, and I watched it, and I was like, "Wow, I agree with everything they're saying. It's just I titled myself as pro-life." And then she was like, "Hey, they're about to have a conference. You should join." And I came, and yeah, that's when I was like, "This is it."
Mm-hmm.
Nice. So you the first time you went to something.
Mm-hmm.
We need to have a lot more somethings and get a lot more people to go to them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a good idea.
Advertisement.
Yeah.
I agree.
Kim, do you want to? You're a recent abolitionist. Try either of the mics. Try them both.
Okay.
Both into your face.
My Mine's not as cool.
Don't worry.
They're all cool.
My mom had gone to one of the conferences in Muskogee in 2019 or 2020. I don't remember which year. But I remember she came home and she was just telling me everything about it, just telling me, like, abortion's murder and, like, everything she was telling me. I was like, I agree with you. I totally agree. And recently in April, I did my first big outreach at a college campus, and that's when I would consider myself an official abolitionist. So yeah.
Awesome.
Very cool.
It's so good to hear like parents are involved here. Like two of you have already said, like, yeah, you know, your mom or your dad brought this to you and you didn't rebel. It's usually like kids in like families that are not being run right. The kids just do the opposite of whatever their parents do. So this is really good. That's also for you, right, Gabriel? Like
Yeah.
Did your dad bring you to abolition, or did you bring your dad to abolition?
He brought me, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I was, our family was going back. I mean, I was raised in a Christian home, and we were always, you know, pro-life. I think we always had, you know, the idea that we needed to, you know, truly abolish it. We didn't know the word yet. And then about 2016, 2018, we started kind of switching over to abolition and started learning more about it. And then when we worked the Dan Fisher campaign for governor in Oklahoma, there was a lot of abolition stuff that was talked about at these different rallies, and that kind of solidified that for us.
Awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Michael Sawyer. I'm sure he's watching this right now.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love you, Dad.
And Dan Fisher, if you ever watch it, your campaign's still bearing fruit, brother.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah. So why did you decide to become an intern? Who wants to answer that one? Why did
Hey,
you
wait,
decide
was
to
anyone
become an
forced to
intern?
be an intern? Was
Anyone
anyone like,
forced?
you got to get out of this house and go do this internship program?
No.
Good. That would have been bad if I asked that question if someone was like, well, yeah, that was me. But yeah, so good stories of how you became an intern.
Why did you decide, to become an intern? Kim, how about?
Yeah, we just
Go ahead.
put people on the spot here.
I just, because I am recently, just now getting into the abolitionist movement, I didn't know, like, I'm still learning, and I didn't know as much as I should, so I wanted to continue learning, like, all these amazing things, and how to do outreach, like, how to start conversations, and I think that got accomplished.
Awesome. Rory?
Yeah.
Use that one,
Nice sound effect. Rory. Breaking that ice.
Mine is probably the same as Kim's. I wanted to get more involved as well with Free the States, but I didn't know a whole lot, so I wanted to learn more about abolition and specifically how to do activism.
Has it been worth it or no?
Yes, it's been very worth it.
Sweet.
Yeah, and your parents are also super involved in doing the work.
Yeah. they are.
And I think your dad told me, he was up here for a cookout or whatever. He's like, man, she's going to come back from this thing and she's going to be teaching us all sorts of stuff. It's going to be annoying. He said she already kind of knows more, and then she's going to come back and she's going to be like coming back from like camp all high and all zealous. And I was like, and you're going to do nothing to stop that zeal. And that's what we want. So very good. So did anyone become an intern like last minute? I don't know all the stories, but I know we kind of were advertising it. Was someone just going to like, I'm not doing nothing, I'll just. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't kind of like that, but for me, it was more like the funds. I was praying about way before you guys even brought up the internship. I was like, it'll be so cool if they actually have something where people can learn. And then it came out, and I was like, oh, I want to go to that. I was like, but do I have the money for it? And I was praying for it for a while, and then it happened that like last minute. They were like, here, we're gonna fund you, and I was like, oh, cool, I'm gonna go. And then everything just worked itself out.
Maybe your prayer created the internship. Yeah.
It could have.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of it. Just kind of popped out of nowhere. So that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the best part of the internship? Gabe. Best part of the internship.
There's a lot of insanely, like, really cool parts of the internship altogether. But I would say, like, top 2 would be trips and, you know, just going out and doing activism. I was able to go to Anaheim, California with some of the staff of Free the States for the Southern Baptist Convention. That was a really cool experience. First time flying. It does not live up to the hype. I got really sick.
He was kind of freaked out. It was like traveling with a child.
Yeah. Well, okay, I made Russell promise me never to let me fly again.
Yeah, I know.
When I was on the plane.
Yeah, whenever we were landing, he's like, "We're not doing that again." I was like, well, the abolitionist movement, you're probably doing that again.
Yeah, for sure.
Russell's
And then,
like, never with me again.
just sit on a different row. Yeah.
No, it was really awesome. And then it's just going out and doing activism has been amazing and getting to know these awesome people. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Natalie, same question. What was the best part of the internship? That keeps falling. You just got to crank that down a little bit. There you go. That's good.
Gabe's always that guy who steps in and helps.
Thank you,
Gabe.
Thank you, Gabriel.
You're welcome.
What was the best part of the internship? I loved all of it, but I would say I really loved getting to know everybody, all the staff, and especially like the interns. They became like my closest friends, and it's really cool to have the relationships that come with the abolitionist movement. It's really cool to just fellowship with people who believe the exact same things and have the same zeal that you have. So it's really fun.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
That's awesome. And you got to you stayed with the Malones, right?
I did. That was awesome. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Josh Malone, he's the head of our board. We opened up houses and to live with the Malones right after they had their 2 new babies. You got lots of cuteness involved. We work you to death during the day, and then you go home to cute babies every
Exactly.
night.
I just get to hold babies all night. It's great.
Yeah. It's good stuff.
I want to know more best parts of the internship. And we don't have this on here, but like maybe do we want to? What's the worst part of the internship?
The worst part.
What's the worst part?
Someone volunteer. Raise your hand.
Someone say,
Kim, do it. Raise your hand.
I answered the
There it is.
Me. Do I really have to
this
say
is like one of those
politely?
interview things where someone says like, what are some of your negative things? And then you say, well, I just work too hard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He gave you the answer. Like, say it.
What's
I work
the
too
worst?
hard.
Wow.
I think I don't have a least favorite thing. I mean, it was all amazing. Like
The worst part is that it's ending.
There you go.
The worst part is that it's ending tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it hasn't. I mean, I think I'm not going to answer for. It is a bad question to put like what. So what was terrible? That's not really a good thing. But yeah, I know that you guys worked on a number of projects like Reels and a lot of research for us, and then did a lot of activism. And you're around here sometimes, for long periods of times of reading or discussing or debating each other and all that kind of stuff. And at times, when you're this close to people, you can kind of. Kind of a little friction. Yeah. No friction. There's just all.
Stop it.
Everyone was just a total love fest.
totally.
Yeah.
Man.
We
That's
can hear
good.
another best part of the internship.
Okay, best part.
How about from Kim? What's the other best part of the internship
Best part.
for you?
I think probably just all the teaching that we learned. I really liked the lesson on how to talk to your legislators. It was really good. Definitely gonna try and start doing that.
Very good.
So
Awesome.
that was James Silverman.
Mhm.
Yes.
You definitely stole it from Joseph Silk.
He just gave Joseph Silk's talk.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay. What was something you originally thought about Free the States? Are you still doing this question?
Yeah, man. I mean, Gabe, did you have some original thoughts about Free the States before you?
So the question was, what was something you originally thought about FTS that you thought differently about by the end of the internship?
I thought y'all were meanie doo-doo heads.
Yeah.
I had a lot of pro-life friends, so
Mm-hmm.
no.
All your
No,
pro-life,
not at all.
all your pro-life friends says they are meanie doo-doo heads.
Yes,
Exact quote.
exactly.
I think it was actually meanie doo doo poo boos.
Yeah.
True.
Google that.
No, yeah, I didn't. I think there wasn't very much, honestly. you guys are really clear cut when it comes to like your conferences. You're very open about what you believe, which is really, really good. So I mean, maybe like just how much you guys travel or whatever, just some things I've learned over time, but nothing really drastic, honestly.
Yeah.
Cool. What did you learn?
Oh, wait, Karina was going to.
Karina, go ahead.
Right. I thought Russell was an extrovert.
Oh.
He's actually an introvert.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, leave me alone. I will extrovert when there's a camera.
Yeah. He's just here for the show.
He's just here for the show. That sounds so bad. I just want to go draw.
Yeah. Kim?
One thing I've learned is you guys don't have a bedtime. You don't go to bed. You just stay up all night. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes.
James and Russ for sure.
Yeah,
and Rachel.
Yeah, we all try to we try to be better at that, but sometimes there's just a lot of work to be done. Which, you guys, if you guys weren't here working on some of the stuff you're working on, that would have been a lot more sleepless nights. So, thank you.
Good on you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you learn from your time spent during activism? About Rory?
I learned how to engage people effectively. Yeah.
So was it your first time like really going out in the streets, or you've gone before?
I have. I've done mill ministry a few times, and college outreach once.
But like going this, because one of the things we were doing with them was, or Sam was really doing it with them, was sort of like live fire, like talking about objections and things that are going to be said and how to answer them and so on and so forth. Did you find that basically when you went out and did activism, people basically did follow the whatever expectations?
Yeah, pretty much. I think you probably went with us harder than they did. I think Gabriel nailed it. He said their arguments better than they do. So it was really helpful because then we were more prepared.
That's good. Yeah, sadly you go out there and they're not really all that bright out there. It's usually just a bunch of F you, go to hell stuff that they yell at you and stuff.
Yeah. Natalie, what did you learn from activism?
Really, let's see.
And you've been doing this for a long time too, right? You've been doing lots of activism.
Yeah. I guess it was really the thing that was really helpful was the live fire stuff that we did with you and kind of discussing it, and really cool seeing we would like do a live fire and then every one of us would have like the same conversation that we just had earlier that day in the activism, which was really cool. But I guess learning that people don't listen, you can talk all you want and they don't listen. And so it's easiest just like give the gospel.
Yeah.
And God will do what he will.
Yeah. I think if most people just spent 5 minutes talking to people on the street about abortion, they would realize that it's not intellectual at all. It's just a sin issue. People hate God, and so they hate babies, and they do not care what you're going to say. So you might as well just share the gospel and break down their worldview, show them why it's futile, but trust God to get the results.
Yeah. Was anyone super nervous about the activism before we went out? Or maybe not super
Natalie
nervous.
assumes,
I was,
Rory.
yes, I was nervous.
Yeah, that's funny you knew that. So this is something you guys have talked about.
You're very nervous. And how did it measure up to your nervous expectations?
What do you mean?
Like you were nervous, you thought something terrible was going to happen with the activism, and it wasn't as bad.
But you went anyway.
Yeah.
It wasn't as bad. No.
That's good.
Yeah, there's definitely like going out with a group of people, I think makes it easier, especially if it's kind of like something you're doing new together. But we went a couple of times. It was kind of dead. It was kind of like street corners. There's some people around, but we went to the college campus, and college isn't in. But then we went to the Norman Art Walk when there were tons of people. By that time, that was just really recently.
Yeah.
Were you still nervous by that time? Or
No. The first outreach, it was kind of like an icebreaker, and it was pretty chill that day. So by the time the art walk came around, then I was pretty confident with it.
Yeah.
And the art walk, what'd you guys think of that? Is that a good one?
I wanted to say that what I learned from there was that I should be abolished.
Yeah.
You should be abolished.
Yeah, it was just a perfect little conversation. It was, what do you think about abortion? What do you think about abortion? I think it should be abolished. I think you should be abolished. It was very nice.
and they just like dropped their mic and thought they just did it, and you're just like, that was not good, guy. Was that a guy or a gal that said that to you?
It was a guy. Yeah.
Yeah. And dudes are angry and dumb out there during Art Walk.
Yeah.
It's kind of mean. I don't know if we should cut that, but they were very dumb and very angry.
Mm-hmm.
Did you at any time while you were out there think, man, I'm just not prepared for this?
That's good.
Hey, good job, Sam. Yeah. If they would all been like, well, yeah, we just didn't know what anyone was going to say or how to answer it, I'd have been like, oh, we failed.
Yeah.
Sam prepared us really well.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah. Yeah, so keep on keeping Sam around here.
Thanks. All right. What did you learn from attending the staff-led trainings? How about Gabe? We haven't heard from you in a little while.
Staff-led trainings. I mean, are you talking live fire?
Just all of the trainings.
all
Any
of it
teaching,
together?
anything?
I
Gabe's
mean-
like, I knew it all.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I think, at first, when we first started hearing lectures and stuff, I realized, what was that word? I realized my own ignorance.
Ignorance? Mhm.
Ignorance. And it definitely, it made me it made me kind of sad and depressed at first. And I was like, wow, I don't know nearly as much as I thought I did. But then I realized, okay, how can we change that? And I figured, well, we got 6 weeks ahead of us of more of this, and it's going to get better, and I'm going to get better, and this is going to, it's going to just keep, I'm going to keep learning more. And it has. I've learned a whole lot from all of you guys, and it's been really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
Super solid.
It's excellent. We've been subjecting them to lectures and videos and stuff in the morning. It's not just been all activism. It's not just been all lecture. We've tried to balance it. Did we lecture enough? Did we teach enough? Do we need to teach more? You guys need to read more?
More history.
More history?
Yeah. What? I thought
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
That's why she wanted more.
Oh, that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can never get enough. Kind of
Yeah.
thing.
That is.
I think that we could do more activism though, because I think you guys become kind of activist junkies.
Yeah.
Just a little bit like, let me go back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had the worst timing on this heat, sweltering heat out there, but
Yeah, 106 degrees. You guys want to go stand and talk to people on the sidewalks?
you can. Who's going to talk to you though?
Yeah, yeah.
I think we literally drove around twice just trying to find spots, and some of the days were so hot that nobody was out on the streets. It was really unfortunate. So, Norman Art Walk, we'll have to do more of those.
Yeah. And you guys put out stuff on cars. Did y'all see my post where like y'all had put stuff out on cars or something and it ended up in a parking lot
In
ripped
front
up?
of Sprouts. Mm-hmm.
Did y'all do that? Did y'all hit the Sprouts parking lot?
Yeah, we got an angry email from that person. So
Yeah.
they're going to like kill us and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's new.
They said, I'm going to make you look like the posters that you guys put up.
Yeah.
So they want to
Sophisticated
murder
threat.
You. Mm-hmm.
You want
It's
to
interesting.
murder me in
It's
someone's
interesting.
womb?
Yeah, it's like you want to murder somebody. You're recognizing that it's murder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that same art. Abolish. I want to abolish you.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
Yeah.
murder you.
No. Does anyone
Yeah.
else feel particularly compelled to answer the, what do you think of the staff-led training? Yep, Natalie?
So I've been to like a lot of conferences over the years, but I think my favorite staff-led training was when you, Russell, went through like the history of abolition, like what Wilberforce was dealing with and stuff. And a lot of people have been saying, oh, like he was an incrementalist, but getting to see like he wasn't at all. And he was just following the Bible, and he was putting forth bill after bill every year. But also seeing what he was dealing with is the same kind of stuff that we're dealing with today. Like, he was dealing with Henry Dundas, like a gradualist that kept, like, saying, oh, we'll do it in a couple years. And it's the same thing that we're seeing here in Oklahoma with Greg Treat. He's saying, oh, we'll abolish abortion in 10 years. Give it 10 years. But he's lying.
Yeah, it's good. I think that Chris Gore, an abolitionist pastor in Oklahoma, he's put up a post the other day, and he was something like 3 of the longest books in the Bible are history. History matters. And I'm like, yes, history. I think he tagged me. It made me feel good. I was like, I don't want to sit around and read this history book stuff for nothing. There's a lot to be learned, and sadly, every age has its evils, every age has its abolitionist, and every age has its anti-abolitionist. So we can kind of see patterns and learn what works and what doesn't. So
yeah, it's interesting that a lot of the times the people who quote the he who does not remember the past is condemned to repeat it are oftentimes like in the process of repeating history.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it can be sad learning about history, but it can also be encouraging. So that's good.
Yeah.
So what about some like not teaching, but so one of the things, did any of you guys help with the store? Or do you all help with the store?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Was that good? Hanging out with Sonia in the back, fulfilling orders?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does anyone want a job to do that 24 hours a week for half minimum wage?
Yeah.
You're hired. Yeah. We have a lot more gear coming out in the future. We're going to need people to fulfill it. So there could be an opening.
Yeah.
Advertisement.
We just need to sell 100,000 shirts. That'll be very nice. Get it
Yeah.
out in the culture, and at that point, abortion will be abolished.
We need everyone watching this show to buy 1,000 shirts each.
Yeah. If we were comfortable, trying to raise money like pro-lifers, that's what we'd say. Every shirt sold saves 10 babies.
We can guarantee it.
Mm.
I don't know. I've always wondered how pro-lifers do that.
Yeah, we crunch the numbers somehow.
Crunch the numbers. Every $63 saves a baby. I got that email once. I was like, what the heck is this about?
Crazy.
So, so we're, kind of coming to the end of some of this stuff, but basically, would you do this again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Would,
In a heartbeat. For sure.
would you just do it Monday? Come back on Monday?
Yes.
Yep, I'm coming back on Monday.
I'm leaving on Sunday to New York.
You commute from New York?
I'll try.
Yeah. No, we certainly, the internship, we were talking earlier, but the internship may end, but basically, you guys are stuck with us.
Yeah.
Yay.
Until abortion is abolished.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, we'll find another evil.
Yeah, we'll find some other evil to fight, but until then,
It won't be too hard to find.
I'm going to be like, you know what? I really need to figure this out, and I know those people aren't with us anymore, but I'll just I'll text them. You guys want to look this up for me? Gotten pretty spoiled with some of the work here.
Hey, what would you tell someone who's considering the internship, Rory?
Do it. Definitely. Make sure you have at least one empty notebook and a good set of pens and highlighters.
Mm-hmm.
Did you fill up a whole notebook?
Not quite, but almost. But I didn't take all the notes in my notebook. I have a lot on my laptop as well.
We are going to release all of Rory's notes to the public.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was about to say. I was like, before you leave, we need to
$5.
scan these notes.
Yeah.
They will go on slides up on the screen right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Put them here.
No. We see this little drawing here. No.
It's like something about meanie do heads or something. So
Don't
you
worry,
took.
Rory, we're not gonna release it,
We're not gonna.
even if it was $5 a piece.
Yeah, but if we can make some money, we might as well.
Yeah.
So Rory, you did a lot of writing. You wrote some reels. So who did? Okay, we did reels. You wrote them. You performed. Who you
They
filmed
all
them?
performed
We all
some.
did everything.
Yeah.
Oh, you all did
Yeah.
everything. I have not seen them all yet.
And perform them.
Yeah, Sam should have a couple of those. I edited them and then sent them to Sam.
Yeah.
So
They'll be releasing
consult
soon.
him on that.
Yeah. So we will release the reels. You'll get to see some of the work that the interns did shortly, maybe even before this podcast airs. I don't know.
It's possible.
It's possible. But I know that there was a couple of times you guys were working on the reels and just really perfecting them, and I realized, oh, is that what people do? They write out what they're going to say before they say it? Sounds real smart when they do that.
Yeah, I didn't know people do that. I thought they just make really complicated PowerPoints.
And just talk along with them and go oh, that's what my slide says.
Yeah.
But no, I was thoroughly impressed with the way that someone was writing, someone was filming, and someone was reading, and you guys were all working together. it's a good skill to learn to be able to do that without,
Makes the dream work.
murdering each other, which would have been totally inappropriate.
Yeah.
So someone else is considering. We haven't gotten to getting more answers on this. Someone else is considering. I heard you went on this internship last year. Should I go next year?
Kim? There. You got one there. Go ahead.
Do it. It's so worth it. You got amazing memories and amazing teaching. You got people who are wanting to learn the same things as you. And it's amazing. It's really amazing. The Lord has blessed me with this internship, so yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That almost makes me kind of.
Want to join the internship?
It makes me want to be an intern.
Yeah.
Gabe, you're gonna say so?
Yeah. I think do it not just because these people are amazing and you're probably going to meet some of the best friends you've ever met, but do it because it's extremely important. What we're doing right now is a movement that is incredibly, incredibly important. We are literally saving lives. And we need to be learning to the best of our ability how to defend our ideas and our faith, and as well as to take this movement forward and abolish abortion in every single state, regardless of what the Supreme Court says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely be doing it again. I mean, you guys were the first sort of
The guinea pigs.
So we
We had Maddie last year, and Michael before that, but nothing
Yeah.
very structured.
having an intern just show up and kind of hang out is one thing, but then having to figure out, what we're going to do. So we learned, y'all probably learned some stuff, but we probably learned just as much, about what we're doing and how we're going to do it. So in the future,
You'll have to come back next year because the program's going to be even better.
oh man, you guys,
It's going to be unreal.
next year.
And then to be a second-year intern, that really is, that's status right there.
You got to come and teach.
You get to tell first-year interns what to do.
Alumni.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Wow.
and
Karina's
Karina's like,
in the power.
oh, it also costs. You have to pay.
Though.
Make the interns pay us. That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
But no, we will be doing it again. We will be opening it up, hopefully, for even more people at some point. Lord willing, and interns availability. So we do hope that you guys go out and tell other people, hey, I did this thing once and it was beneficial to my soul and to the kingdom of God. You should do it too, and help us recruit more people to the cause.
Yeah. Thank you guys for coming on. It's a good internship, good year. Summer. Yeah.
Summer. Does it feel like it was like a long, like
It felt really
short or really?
long and short at the same time. Like, if that makes sense.
That's
You
how
need
I
to
felt
double
about-
the length next year.
Yeah, it's how, well, I don't know. Some people are like shorten it. Yeah. Oh wait, that's me. No, just kidding. Just kidding. People are gonna think I hate y'all or something. No, no, it's been good, and I hope that it's not something that you guys look back on and think, man, that was a flash. I hope it was long enough. Too long or too? No, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
It was a perfect time.
Yeah.
Perfect amount of time.
Yeah.
Y'all are crazy. I think that you should make it longer.
I think you should
Make it
hire
longer?
us.
Yeah.
Hire us. Yeah.
Just do the whole. Oh, you
Yeah.
just want to be okay.
We'll stay
We
here
are
forever.
going to need a lot more funding to hire all 5 of these young souls.
These
But-
young souls.
Young souls. I feel so old in this room. Wait,
Hello, fellow kids.
hello, children. I got to go home to children after being here at the office. Sometimes they're more mature than I am, but no, yeah, we hope it's good, and we hope that you help us recruit more people, even younger siblings and stuff. It could be a rite of passage in the Sims family. We just one by one take you all, and then
all 8 at the same time. The rest of it. They can come at the same exact time. You can have 24.
have like a Sims internship. Oh, you're not in the mic. You're not in the
You
mic.
gotta get that mic on.
You can take all 8 of my siblings at the same time.
I'll talk to your
We'll be
parents.
intern.
Really.
It'll be the biggest intern class so far.
They're all related. And your parents can just like, I don't know, go on vacation the whole summer or something.
Yeah.
You're pretty good.
I think if a politician was smart, if he had to choose between like $100,000 or the Sims family working on his campaign,
Easy.
he'd be really stupid to not choose the Sims family. He'd be very dumb.
Yep. These are facts.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe your dad can be an intern next year, Gabriel.
Yeah, I think he'd go for that. I think he'd go for that for sure.
He comes in at 9, leaves at 5.
Yep, there you go. Exactly, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll have to set that up.
Yeah.
So what else? What parting shots.
Parting shots. I don't know what that
Parting
means.
shots. I would say
Questions, comments,
snide remarks.
snide remarks.
Rebukes.
No, I would say to anyone who hasn't read No Compromise of Slavery by William Lloyd Garrison, read that because it's definitely my favorite piece of literature besides the Bible.
Whoa.
And it was like I've read it like 3 times in like the past 2 weeks. So
Was that the first Garrison that you ever read?
yeah, except for like the little quotes that you would make like in all of
Yeah.
the speeches. That was like the first Garrison that I'd ever like actually read all of.
Yeah, he's a severely underread individual for someone who's as important as he was. A lot of people like to say he believed this or believed that or he was this or was that, and they don't ever read him. And you read him, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is like reading. I mean, sounds sacrilegious. This is like reading Isaiah or Ezekiel
Yeah.
or something like that.
Well, he quotes Isaiah a lot.
Yeah.
So
Not always with attribution. That Garrison.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, any questions for us? Oh,
Not questions, but just thanking you guys for taking us in. That was very sweet of you guys.
oh,
Sweet is what we are.
we're just sweet people. You heard it here from people who are around us.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll pay you later. It's like an envelope of money goes across the table.
Under the table.
Everyone's gonna think I'm sweet. Check.
Yeah.
how much money do we get if we say thank you? We're like, thank you. Hey, thank you.
Thank you. You just get like, I don't know, like a quarter or something. You gotta say I'm sweet.
Oh,
Such a
Russell is the best ever, and that's not even lying.
Yeah. Russell's at least as sweet as vinegar.
No.
That's how
At
you
least.
catch flies.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We're mixing some stuff up.
Yeah.
Gabriel, you were gonna say something meaningful to.
I mean, I don't know if it'd be meaningful, but yeah, just obviously thank you guys. And then, what was the question again? Question or just anything?
Yeah,
anything we
just,
want? Oh my
you know.
goodness, I can take anything I want.
Ooh.
Good
Well, I mean,
Take
we
away the
could,
mic.
anything in
Take
the
away the
world?
mic.
could always could edit it out. I mean, say whatever.
No, it's it's been a pleasure working with you guys, and I really hope I can work with you guys in the future if you guys will put up with me. So
Oh yeah, man.
yeah, for sure. It's been a great time for
If-
sure. For sure.
For those of y'all who've looked recently at some of the pictures from our activism,
They've been improving. Yeah.
they've been much better
Yeah.
this summer.
The
'cause,
first few are just like pictures on my phone, and then the ones that Gabe put up are way better.
yeah, Gabe
Yeah.
shows up, and now our stuff looks pro.
Yeah.
And you're still in high school,
Yep.
almost done. One
yeah,
year?
I have like it's like year and a half left. It's kind of weird. I'm homeschooled, so that's how it works.
Year and a half. Yeah.
So I'm in 11th grade. There you go.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And then Karina, you're done. Kim, how much more do you have?
2 more years.
2 more years. So that's give us enough time to get the funding together. I mean,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
we can hire these people.
Yeah.
Just gotta get. Rory, are you done? You got a year.
If all goes according to plan, I have a year left.
And then 2 years? No years.
No, I missed my graduation to come here, so
Sweet.
That's right. I did know that. I did know that. Skipping graduation.
Dedicated. Yeah.
You know
no,
what you're
thank
doing.
you guys. It was totally worth it all, and we all learned so much. Thank you guys for putting up with us, our annoyingness, and
Not at all.
taking time in your days to like do random lectures for 4 hours. So
Yeah, we just feign being annoyed. We're not really annoyed.
Yeah, we're not actually annoyed at all.
Mm-hmm. Russell's in a constant state of annoyed at everything, but
Yeah, I mean it's
Okay.
just in my blood. But you know the 4 hour lectures, I started all those out with like this is gonna just be like 30 minutes. Can you imagine?
yeah.
Sign up for this internship and you can have a 4 hour lecture
Yeah.
that starts with the statement, this is gonna be a short
Short
lecture.
Yeah. Rory, do you have?
Yeah. So actually, on one of the days, on the schedule, you had like presuppositional or abolition, something like that. Something about abolition.
Presuppositional apologetics.
No,
Something
that wasn't him.
presuppositional
That was
before
Sam.
presuppositional.
Yeah,
it was
but
that
you
day.
had something, and it was like 5 minutes, if that. And we all laughed about that because we were like, nothing Russell does is 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It'd be 30 at minimum.
And what was it?
It ended
was
up
like-
being a lot more.
2
I
hours.
remember.
I think.
It was, yeah.
It was a long time.
It wasn't 2 hours. It was like 25 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
Only
was a
20
lot.
minutes over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was a
Russell,
lot.
I can listen to you like read the dictionary. Like,
Oh,
seriously.
that's good.
You're a
Actually,
really
do
great
that.
speaker.
You can make
Well-
money off of that.
Yeah.
I will read the dictionary to you guys next summer
All right.
when you come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. Well,
No,
this,
well, they've said you guys have been great,
yeah,
really.
very great.
Good work, good spirits about you, good commitment, and the office. It's been
More cheerful.
more cheerful, and I think that being around has actually inspired us to like want to do more activism, which is I think is a good thing, and also to do more education just in general. I know, like I'm thinking like, oh, we got the interns here, we gotta get some stuff together to talk about and to teach and so on and so forth. And it's kind of like, man, we should be doing this all the time. We should be doing this and doing this better and better.
Yeah.
So y'all have been very inspirational to us as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And well, that concludes our episode, I guess.
Yeah.
If you enter, you can enter to win our drawing for a drawing every week by giving $25 a month or more, and you might be able to help fund some of these guys to come back here someday if they ever want to apply to work at Free the States. That is how it would be done. So
Yeah, we definitely want to do the internship in order to prep for actually hiring more people. That's how it generally works. You have people as interns, and then you have them back and hire them to do things. And whenever they show up, they've already been around, and you already know that they work and everything.
yeah.
So yes, funding is something that we are interested in. So please fund. I wish we had some art to give away while they were here,
Yeah.
and they could do a drawing for the drawing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's an office behind me. I could just go get some art.
Yeah. If only we had planned for it.
If only we had planned for it. No, we can do it. What, are we out of time or something?
We could do it. Sure.
All right, pause.
Jump cut.
Jump cut. We are back, and all of a sudden, this is here.
Yeah. And we
Actually-
got this.
So, this.
Can we manage to get all of their hands into the bowl at once, do you think, to pull out one name?
I don't know how we're gonna do this.
We're gonna rip all
We'll go with Kim. She's in the middle. She'll represent.
Let me
she'll represent
let me talk
everyone.
about it first, real quick, because this is. Let me see if there's that. All right, so this, you're probably looking at this and you're like, oh, that's not much. What is that? This is the cover for a quad fold that I'm working on that does the whole imagine abortion as a tree that has been growing wild in our culture for 50 years, and it'll do the whole like abortion abolition tree thing, but it's going to be like rooted in sin and choking out the life of men and women in our culture and all this kind of stuff. It's going to be an epic little quad fold that I think I've been meaning to make for about 10 years. And this is the cover art for that quad fold that we are going to print hundreds of thousands of. And somebody out there in the world who's funding us is going to own that artwork for that piece, because your funds help keep the lights on and
Produce art.
paper and pen and ink available to me. So we want to give it back to you.
All right, let's get the crunch sounds.
Yeah. So someone else do the crunch sounds. All right. So you've stirred it up a little bit there. All right. So
Let's have Kim draw this.
So pass. Well, no, they all have to stir it up. They all have to
Everyone
get
try
their hands
stirring
in
it.
there.
Yeah.
This is an intern, full intern selected.
There it is.
Wow.
Don't drop any names. That would be terrible. Imagine.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine someone doing that?
Yeah. All right, Kim, go ahead. Draw one out and be ready to say the name into the mic.
Sam Catcher.
Sam Catcher.
Sam Catcher.
Very nice.
Man, that
Oklahoma.
saves on the shipping, because I'll just
It does.
drive this to him.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam, thank you for being an abolitionist and being an abolitionist pastor and co-laborer in the cause. Thank you for funding us and supporting us.
Yeah.
I will finish this.
Of all the
and
Sams,
get it to you.
Of all the Sams, he is the best. We have to recognize that.
Yeah, this is
Obligated,
facts.
yeah.
Man, that was harsh as truth.
I know.
And as uncompromising as justice.
Yeah. All right. That's exactly what we're here to do. Yeah. That's the show. All right. What has this been, Gabe?
This has been the Liberator podcast, where we're as harsh as truth and as uncompromising as justice.
We'll see you next week.
I think you should do like parts of. I think we should have some gaffes.
Yeah. Natalie, what has this been?
This has been the Liberator podcast, where we're as harsh as truth as uncompromising as justice.
Gabe, what has this been?
This has been the Liberator podcast. I already messed up.
It's a curse. Bloopers are going to be good.
Harsh as truth.
Yeah, just marketing. That's great.
This has been as truth as harsh as justice. Dang it.
And as incomplete as justice.
This has been a pro-life podcast. This has been a pro-life podcast where we don't care about justice.
It's like,
Dang, 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 dang.
This has been a harsh and uncouth.
I think we need to change it.
Yeah.
I think
Harsh and uncouth.
This has been harsh and uncouth. Podcast.
Where we're committed to be tooth.
it's like, you ruffians.
Yeah. We'll cut out every awkward thing I say, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
We usually do. Just kidding.
I watch this show. You do not cut out all the awkward stuff.
I've heard some pretty weird things.
Russell doesn't watch it at all, so I've just been telling him I've been cutting out stuff. But
Okay. Yeah, he's been cutting everything out.
Oh, good.
Yeah, actually, you never get to speak in these.
Right.
Oh, I'm just like sitting here.
You're always
Yeah.
like, what?
Interrupting people but not getting to hear what I say.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
No, excuse me, Russ.